Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. It is the Craft House. My name's George Akid. Hasn't it been a while? In the world of my favourite movie, it's been 84 years. It says Titanic, if you're wondering. It's great to be back on what is going to be a brilliant Saturday night, because I tell you what, it's a Dreamies launch, and as you guys know, and I know, as everybody knows within the crafting community, Dreamies means sellout. And guys, everything, just everything, is limited stock. I'm limited stock, and our wonderful craft expert Jan is limited stock. Good evening, Jan.
Good evening. Honestly, it's been a crazy day today, George. It's great to have you in the house tonight, I must admit. Our Ben's gone off to spend his firework, his bonfire night, hasn't he, with the family. So yeah, we've got our George in the building. Can't wait to get cracking, but it's been a very, very busy time already. I think you guys have been buying us out already, haven't they, George?
Absolutely. There is things flying out. Now, if you don't know what Dreamies are a brilliant UK company based here in the UK, and they've got something so unique and so individual, these brilliant MDF kits. Now, if you've not seen these before, what a night. Have a look at this one, the brand new launch. It's the 3D Suite Cart MDF kit. Priced at $10.99, $15.99, and that incredible platinum price here in the UK, it's under £10, £8.79, $12.79. Now, what you're seeing here is a kit which has been accessorised. What you receive is a flat kit. Everything pops out of a couple of sheets of MDF. And I'll tell you what I love about Dreamies show. The studio smells of MDF. It's that great freshly cut burnt MDF kit. That is there, brilliant. Johnny, how many of these are left? We haven't got many, have we? We are limited stock on the 3D Suite Cart MDF kit, perfect for weddings, christenings, anything that, you know, it may be November, but we're already getting ready for 2022 and a year full of celebrations. £10.99, $15.99. We've also got this wonderful bird cage as well. Again, we're thinking about weddings, we're thinking about christenings, we're even thinking about your home. Imagine that little bit of decoration, what you could do. You've not found the perfect accessory for your house. Imagine decorating this, whatever colour scheme you want. It's £8.99, $13.49. And again, look at that platinum price. Remember, Club Inspire, you're going to get extra 20% off, and it's £7.19, $10.79. And I forgot to mention, it's double points till midnight tomorrow on all your purchases here on Crafters TV. So you'll be taking those points, and they're going to be bringing you through the ranks of Club Inspire. That's the bird cage kit there. It's massive. It's like I can't justify how big these kits are. For what you get for your money, they're not small. This, I would say, is about 30, 40 centimetres in size, the MDF bird kit. It is massive. In comparison, to give you an idea, this is the size of an iPhone next to it, just so they can see there. There you are. I can see my beautiful little picture. That's how big it is there for 30 centimetres tall. It is massive. And also, launching tonight, I think you guys are going to love this one. I know you guys are already loving it tonight. It is this set. It is the caddy. You guys are always wanting more storage items. You need more storage, because I know how much you guys are getting more crafting items every single time you're watching us here on Crafters TV, and you need that perfect little accessory to store it. Now, this is perfect. It's the Craft Caddy MDF kit, £8.99, $13.49. You can store it for whatever you need. Again, it may be for christenings, it may be for weddings, or it may be for your personal use. Look at that incredible platinum price as well. £7.19, $10.79, plus double points on everything. Everything I've just shown you is limited stock already, guys. If you are wanting it, get it now, because I promise you, in an hour's time, it may have gone, all right? If you wanted it, get it tonight. Let's say hello to a few of you guys as well. Carol Guy, hi everyone from Wisconsin on a beautiful sunny day. Marisol, hello from Brooklyn, New York. And Mo Pinnell on YouTube. I have never heard of Dreamies before, and I already bought it and love it. Timothy, I love these. I know you guys love these. Mo's also bought 2 of the caddies and draw set, with draw set sold out. Grandchildren for Christmas. And Marisol on YouTube, I placed my order this morning, and I've ordered all of them. Guys, you know how good this is, and if you are brand new to Crafters, join us on our Facebook pages, and you'll see the comments that these incredible sets get, because you guys know how wonderful they are. But we're going to meet a very important person. Now, I'm always here when she's here, and I love it. It's the wonderful Carol. Good evening, Carol. How are you?
Hello, George. I'm fine, thank you. Are you?
I'm really good. It's great to have you. Now, Carol, if people don't know who you are, why is Dreamies very important to you in your life?
Well, it's a family business. My daughter started it, it'd be 11 years ago now.
Yeah.
And I've been with her all along, you know, doing this. And then her partner, Jimmy, he's in the business now as well. So his baby is the MDF.
Yeah.
You know, so he designs all the MDF and cuts all the MDF. So he's a big part of Dreamies.
Absolutely. Now, as well, if you guys aren't aware of what we mean by the MDF, medium density fiberboard, yeah, I listened in school, it's a great concept, and I don't think there's much on the market like it. How has the year been for you? I know when I've seen you, it's been really busy here in the studio, but how has Dreamies been as a business through all the pandemic, through everything like that? How are you doing? Still as busy as always?
Oh, yeah, still as busy. We've been going all through the pandemic. Obviously, we didn't do workshops and we hadn't got the shop open, but we was doing everything mail order, which has been amazing. We have got some lovely customers, and obviously we're getting more through you as well, Crafters Companion, which obviously buy through your channel, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's just been an amazing year.
Absolutely, and it's always a sellout when you are here, Carol. Every time you're here, Carol, everything sells out. Listen, a question for you. I know you've got your Facebook pages and things dedicated to Dreamies. What is the Facebook page if people want to get involved with the Dreamies community?
Right, that is called Dreamy Catchers.
Yeah.
So that's like a little group, well, say little group, medium-sized group, and I do a lot of lives in there as well. So if people buy these sort of things, then obviously if, you know, you do get full instructions, but I can show you as well. And I know Jan's going to show you different things, but, you know, I can do things on other Dreamies products as well. So we do that most evenings. So yeah, everybody can get involved.
Perfect. Well, Carol, we're coming through you throughout the show. Enjoy, have a cup of tea, enjoy watching the show, and we'll speak to you in a little bit. Now, we're going to be looking at a bit in detail our sweet cart. Now, I must admit, this is I love it. I think it's so stunning and it's so detailed. Jan, can you show us how this kit arrives and what are the next steps once you receive this in the post?
Honestly, I think, you know, every time we get Dreamy stuff on the show, I get really excited because, as you know, I love the construction side of things. I love the building and creating things. But I think this one has literally shot to the top of the list. I absolutely adore it. I know they've had some beautiful stuff come through. We brought a load of Christmas things to you and I was sort of sold on those. And then, we, you know, last time I was here, I think we had lots of sellouts last time I was here with Dreamies. But then this arrived in the post and I'm just like, wow. This has literally gone to #1 in my book. And this, you can see, well, you can't see that I've actually got my glass cutting mat under here. So the pack for this one is pretty much, it's nearly covering my cutting mat. And there are 2 sheets in here. And you've got all your MDF pieces, and you can see these are all cut out beautifully. You've got the cartwheels, you've got part of the roof in here. If I turn it over, you can see there's lots of other pieces cut. You've got some wording here, all the side panels for the cart. And this is how it comes to you. So, you know, you're literally looking at something that's quite sort of thin, even though it's a large piece, it's flat. And you've also got a set of written, if I flip that round this way, you've got a set of written instructions in here. So not only are you able to come and watch us and see how something's put together, like Carol's just said on their Facebook page, you can see them working with it. If you like to have something where the details are written down for you, this comes, you know, you can always hang on to this and you've got it all sort of step by step. It shows you which pieces you need to use, where to lay them out, how to line them up, and literally how to get going with it. So what I did is I've popped all the pieces out of my kit and I wanted to sort of start off with paint with this one. So I've done a lot of the prep at home because obviously we have to wait for paint to dry.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to have pieces everywhere just drying while you guys were waiting for it. So I have put quite a bit of mine together and I've gone for sort of like a lilac-y tone. So I've done some of it and I'm going to do the rest of it with you guys at home. So if you just have a look at this section in the middle here, you can see here where we've got, if I try and get it the same way there, you can see we've got this side piece here. Yeah, then I've got the base underneath, and then we've got another side piece here. and then I've got the back piece already put in at the back. And then it talks you through how to fit it together. And then there is, I love this little lift up panel at the front of the cart here, you know, so that you can load and unload.
Yeah.
All right. And then obviously here, we've got the axles waiting for the wheels to go on. So as I say, I've sort of done it in stages, and I've left some of it to do with you guys. And some of it, as I say, I've got prepped at the ready. So the other thing that I'm going to bring into play is we've got some gorgeous, let me just pop down there a second. Some gorgeous, I love their Dreamies paper pads.
It's beautiful.
We actually had a play with one of these earlier, George, on the Play Your Crafts Right show this morning. This one's lemon sorbet, and you get 4 sections in it, double-sided sheets, so you're actually getting 8 designs, 48 papers altogether, 120 GSM. And what I love about this is that you've got several sheets of each design.
Yeah.
So you've not got to worry about, oh, well, I don't want to use that one because I'm not going to have enough paper. That's it's always a thing with the Dreamies paper pads. You get several sheets of each one. So what I've done is I've taken some elements out of the pad. In fact, let me just take this one out and show you some of the patterns in here, because it's got this gorgeous lemon design on it. And I thought, oh, well, you know, it's a sweet cart. It could be a fruit cart. It could be a flower cart. And I just thought some of these were absolutely stunning. So lemon sorbet here. And you can see we've got sort of the smaller design with the lemons on, and then it goes up to the larger design there with them on. And then you always get either a stripe or a spot. And then these, oh, I love these ones. These are just like the inked backgrounds there.
Yeah.
So again, you know, you can see just that sort of as if you've been mopping the ink up. But then if I spin them over, you've got designs on the back as well. So again, it's up to you, you know, you can see the little lemon slices, which I've taken a bit of that. I'm a sucker for polka dots. So anything that's got the little polka dots in is a winner in my book.
Yeah.
And then the larger version of the lemons and limes. So many different ones to choose from. And I've taken some elements out of this pack because I thought the lemon and the lilac are a nice sort of match to work with each other. So let me just pop those back to one side and I'll show you where I've got to. So far, I've got a couple of pieces cut that I want to pop across the sides here.
Yeah.
And then I've got the wheels painted up ready. So I've gone straight onto the MDF and I've used the Cosmic Shimmer chalk paint. So the lilac one is the Shy Violet, which I've done the main part of the cart in.
Yeah.
And then I've just used the white one to do the wheels. So I didn't prep them with anything. I've just literally gone straight onto the MDF. And these are going to fit on the little axle here. So I do need to pop my paper on first. So I'm just going to use a little bit of wet glue on this one just to add the paper before I add the wheels and show you how they work. So again, just to add, it doesn't need a lot of glue.
And what glue would you recommend?
This is actually my tacky glue in here, George, which I think we've got in a bundle.
Got some great deals on glues, yeah.
Got a little bit of everything for you. It's like a selection box of glues, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop this across from one side, and I've just taken this from one of the papers and just measured the width of the cart here.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to add a little bit of detail onto here before we add the wheels.
Just apologise if you can hear banging. There are a lot of fireworks happening here in the UK. It was still like, it's like bonfire night. Yeah, it's Ben. Ben's gone. He's just outside the car park going, I'll show him that. Catherine wheels and traffic lights and everything.
While we're working. So again, this part is actually part of the base section, and the wheels are just going to sit on here.
Yeah.
All right, and I've just coated the back, just gave them one coat at the back just to sort of make sure that it wasn't the bare MDF. And then you get a second little piece. So these all pop out of that base sheet. And again, I've just covered it with some of the scraps of the polka dot paper. And then that one's going to click in place and hold it in place. Now, what I'm going to do is just add a little tiny bit. I've got my glue gun at the ready.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add a little tiny bit. Not a lot, she says.
You like it?
Not a lot, but just a bit to secure it on here.
I love a glue gun.
In fact, I'm saying that, and I don't want to secure that bit. It's the other bit I want to secure. That was a great start, Jan. Let me just take that off there a minute, because I want the wheel to turn, don't I?
In the words of Tina, big wheels keep on turning.
They do, yeah. So let me just get that off there. It's the little tiny piece I want to fasten onto there to secure it. That's it. So we want this one to be able to turn,
That's
don't
the
we?
badger.
Yeah.
Loads of love coming in for this. I ain't surprised. Sue McGuire on YouTube, I got this car earlier to make up for my son's wedding. I mean, it's just perfect for a wedding. I mean, when you show me that flap, you could put sweets in there, couldn't you? Imagine this, you could buy it now and make it as a Christmas present for somebody, like a Christmassy car, and put presents and stuff.
Well, this is it. You know, stuff like this, you've got the base to work with, but then depending on how you design it, it depends, you know, on your sort of finished look. And to be honest, there are so many different ways that you could go with it, that you're going to get that different sort of version of it every time. So I've just been in my little box at home and just dug out some sort of elements that I wanted to use with it, and I'm going to pop that one on the front of the wheel. So the glue gun's going to feature in there heavily tonight, and I'm just going to pop that on there. So we've got that one on the front, and then the wheel still turns around there. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I want to do the same on this side as well. So we've got another sheet of paper on this side, and literally pop a bit more glue on there.
A lot of love for these paper pads, guys. We've got some great paper pads, 4 different collections of paper pads, lemon just being one of them, another 3 as well. So if you're loving the paper, I promise you, you're going to want to add a couple of these in your baskets tonight. I love a sherbet, you know, because we're talking about sweet carts and lemons, sherbet lemons. How underrated of a sweet, a sherbet lemon.
Sherbet lemons. They do make your tongue sore though if you eat too many.
Yeah,
Is that all part of it?
I think that's part of the fun, hurting yourself. That's always good. I tell you what I do love, a Jakeman's. You know the little black Jakeman's sweets?
The black?
Jakeman's.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Jakeman's. You can't go wrong with Jakeman's.
Missing out on something?
Missing out on a sweet, like a Christmas tradition.
Jakeman's
sweet.
I've not heard of those.
Yeah, Jakeman's. Or peaches and cream sweet. Or loads of sweets. I could talk about sweets all day long.
I like rhubarb and custard ones.
Oh, yes.
A nice rhubarb and custard,
yes. Rhubarb and custard. Yorkshire mixture.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with Yorkshire mixture. Don't know what it is. Just half a pound of Yorkshire mixture.
Right, so we've just popped those on just to give a little bit of decoration on the wheels, and you can see now that we've actually got those at the ready there, look. Okay, so this is the bottom half of the cart, and then if I just move that to one side, you've got pieces that come, again, all push out of that main section that make the top part. So you can see here, we've literally got that element that's going to sit on the top. And when I lay these together, you can see here that we've got some of the tabs still on here that are going to slot into the MDF. It's all been thought out perfectly. And again, I've painted this with the same paint. And again, if you have a look on here, we've got that feature to build up for the roof to give the idea that there's layers on it. So again, I've gone with the lilac at the bottom, lost one of my pearls. I've gone white, and then I've used a bit more of the paper in here, and then I've gone lilac again on the top. So again, just got those for the other side of there. So all I've done is literally take a piece of the paper, and just like we did with the first part of it, I'm just going to stick that on, and then we're going to add that other piece of roofing to it as well. So again, it's just a case of choosing your colour scheme. So it may be that you're matching it up, you know, if it's a party or a wedding or, like you said, a christening, anything like that. Picking a colour scheme that fits with what you're doing, and then literally think about what you want, you know. And again, go to that stash. I know you've all got that stash out there. I'm the same. I call it my box of gubbins, George.
Box of gubbins.
You'll know what a box of gubbins
I know what a box
is.
of gubbins
I had to educate our Ben. He'd never heard of
box
it.
Of gubbins,
box of gubbins. We've all got them with them little bits that you save just in case you might need them one day. These are the kind of projects that you can really sort of bring all that into play.
Absolutely.
So again, that tacky glue works perfectly on the MDF, so I'm just going to pop that all the way along that top slat.
Carol's asking on Facebook, obviously using tacky glue there, but what paint did you use there?
This is actually that Cosmic Shimmer Matte Chalk paint, which we've brought to you on the show. I know a lot of you have bought it, which is why I sort of chose it, because I know you've got it sat at home, and I just thought this is a perfect way to show you some of the ways that you can use it. So I've used it on a couple of the projects there. So again, just sticking that one down, and then we're literally going to pop this one on the other side of the roof here to match. So this one's going to go on here. So I'm doing all that work with the tacky glue. It works perfectly for this sort of, I'm always talking about things being fit for purpose, George, and it's choosing the right thing to do the right job. So again, make sure that you've got something that's going to do the job that you want it to do. There's nothing worse than when you've gone to all this trouble and then find out that, you know, your glue's not perfect for the job and it's not going to stick to the MDF, it's not going to stick to the paint. So again, I'm just going to line that up with the top there, and you can see we've got that really nice effect. So I just need to hold that in place for a second or two.
While you're doing that, Rachel on YouTube, I just managed to get the sweets trolley and the caddy. Hubby got them for me as part of my Christmas present, and Linda on Facebook had to get this little cart. Guys, if you want to get the little cart that you see there, the sweet cart MDF kit, there's less than 40 in stock, okay?
Oh, wow.
There is less than 40 of these left.
They're not going to last.
And guys, I know some of you are buying these in bulk because you've got weddings, things that you want to make for table decorations. If you are wanting it, once it's gone, and we don't know where we're going to get it back in. It is limited stock, less than 40. I know that the number will be dwindling as I keep talking here. £10.99, $15.99, a platinum price. Remember, Club Inspire plus 20, double points on all purchases here on Crafters TV till Sunday midnight tomorrow.
And then what I like to do when I'm popping these together is wherever there's a tab, so I call these sort of tabs, the bit that are sticking out, I like to just run a little bit of glue along those tabs so that when you add the rest of the MDF, it's just got that little bit of extra support there. All right, so just where those tabs are sticking up, those are the ones that are going to go now through these ones, and you can see under here I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 that are actually going to line up perfectly with these ones. So I just need to sort of get that lined up in the right place. Just make sure we've got everything secure, and then that one is going to fit on the top there. There we go, clicked in. It's like doing a jigsaw, everything clicks into place, and you can see now that that's all met. And with that little bit of glue, it's just going to keep everything in place. And then again, I've taken another piece just with the lemons on there. I thought that was perfect. And I'm just going to pop this here in the top. And it helps to just cover up where those pieces, you can see the tabs there where they've just poked through. So again, just pop a little bit of this. And again, you know, you might want to, if you did it with the blue papers, it would look totally different than if you did it with the rose colours, than if you did it with the pink. You know, you might want to leave it the MDF colour and then take it from there, you know, make it a bit more rustic. So many different ways that you can do something like this. But I just thought that lilac and lemon went beautifully together. So I'm just going to line this up with the edge of the cart.
Every one of these is going to be different. There's never going to be one which is the exact same. I think that's the same with any crafting project. There ain't going to be many that look the exact same, and this is just another example. And do you know what I can't get over it is the size of this thing.
They are. I mean, again, you know, if I lay this down now, let's just have a little look on the mat here. So we've got, let's have a look, from the wheels to the roof, we're looking at about 11 inches tall, I think. Yeah. And it's about, with the handles, it's almost 9 inches to where the handles stick out to. Yeah. So yeah, it's a decent size. And we were saying, when Ben and I looked at these this morning, we were saying, you know, if you've got, I know a lot of people hire the little sweet carts for things like weddings and parties and things like that. How cute would it be to actually have your own one that you design sat on there with it? Absolutely. So you can see we've got the bulk of that together now. And then I've got some extra elements that I sort of brought. It was like, right, what do we need to do with it? Also in the kit, let me just pop this to one side again. You're going to get your sweets lettering and flowers. Oh, so nice. Again, you know, whichever ones you want to use. And I've just coloured these with one of our glitter pens. Yeah. I just thought, oh, we've got to have a little bit of sparkle in there as well. So one of the glitter pens and just coloured over the tops of them. So whichever one of these we want to use. And then I've also used one of my metal dies and just cut out some flowers to go again part of the decoration. So I've got lots of different sizes here from the die that I've literally just cut out of white cardstock, and then again with them being a daisy I've just added that little yellow centre. So we're going to do some clusters I think on the sides, and then a little bit on the roof as well. So I'm just going to sort of get that glue gun going and literally add some of these as decoration. So
absolutely. I just think
where
this
we
is
want
such
to
a
put them.
great kit. I just think it's brilliant. And do you know what I think these are great for? Kids as well.
Yeah.
Everybody can do this, the kids, and there's no hard work, there's no guessing. You haven't got to cut anything out, it just falls out. You get a gentle little push and it'll fall out, and then you get down to the fun stuff, which is designing it and making it however you want to do it.
So again, I'm just going to pop these sort of in little clusters. So I've got 3 different sizes going on. So I thought we'd have these on the one side and then echo that on the other side. So again, I've got 1, 2, 3 on that side.
Yep.
So just let those dry, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same on this side just to match. And then I'm going to put some of them up on the roof section as well. So again, we're going to have 1. Oh, I heard that one.
That was a good firework.
Yeah, heard that one. I'd not heard them up until now, but yeah, there's all sorts going off out there, aren't there?
Yeah. I thought Tracy had got wind. That's what I thought.
She'll be after you.
Where is she? She can't see me. She can't. She's not there. She's fine. She's always listening. She's got ears everywhere.
Yeah. Don't be underestimate her.
Anne says you could make a lot of foam flowers to put in there.
Sorry?
Foam flowers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I've got some of those for the next project. I had a morning making the foam flowers. So yeah, because we've got them on this side of the cart here. All right. Can we just see that? There we go. Look, we've got them here. I'm going to bring them up onto this side of the roof. And again, just sort of do that little cluster of them, just to sort of do like an opposite sort of thing.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just using the glue gun for all these. So we'll have a couple up there, and I think we'll have one just sort of part way along the roof there.
Talking of opposites, it's miserable out there. This place is like a time warp. You come here in July, you're doing Christmas, and it's November out there, it's cold, the leaves are falling down.
Miserable, isn't it?
And we're doing springy stuff. It's just...
I don't know about you, George, but when I came up the motorway earlier this morning, honestly, it was like, you know when you drive into a snow blizzard?
Yeah.
And all the snow's coming at your car?
Yeah.
It was like that, but there were leaves.
I know,
There were just leaves blowing off the trees, and it was like a leaf blizzard, literally.
How dare they?
Yeah.
Inconsiderate leaves.
I kept looking through the rear view mirror, and all the cars behind me, all the grids on the front of the cars were just covered in leaves where they'd all stuck to the front of it.
But I love the colours.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, and it just...
Absolutely gorgeous,
I do love the colours. And when you get a good leaf, when you stand on a good leaf and it gives a good crunch.
A good crunch.
Oh, it's the simple things. It's like, you're like, yes.
And then again, I had a look through that little gubbins section and found some things that were the same colours. So I've got a couple of bits in the lemon. I don't know whether I'm going to add these or not. I couldn't make my mind up. I think I might. I think it's just a case of having a look and deciding where you want to put things.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to pop one of the little hearts on here as well, just because we can. And then I'm going to put the lemon one on the other side there. So again, we've got... And these are just things that I've had in my drawer, in my little box for a while. So it's just a case of seeing what fits. We'll leave those like that. And then the last thing, I did bring some lace, but I've not, I didn't know whether to pop. I was thinking maybe, oh yeah, I quite like that along there, don't you?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I quite like that along there. I wasn't sure where I wanted to put that, but I think, let me just cut a piece of that.
Oh, yeah.
To length, and that just looks nicely there. It looks like a as if it's got like the bunting round it, doesn't it?
So did you hear that, Jan? Did you hear that?
I heard briefly.
15 left.
Oh, is that all? What, of the sweet cart?
Of the sweet carts. There's 15 left. Guys, if you want it, you have to go.
More people after it.
Don't sit in your basket. Don't sit there. Either Angela on YouTube, I had to leave the show a bit to go and get them. Do it. We won't be offended. If you want these, please go and get them. There's 15 left. I'm going to say there's 14 left now because one probably just sold as I'm talking.
It's just going balmy today.
Absolutely. It's limited stock, guys. It is limited stock because it's going to be single figures soon. If you want these, please, please, please do not sit and wait. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu and add these into your basket and check them out straight away because they're going to sell out within the next 10 minutes. I can feel it in my waters.
Honestly, it's been one of those days, hasn't
Absolutely.
it? But then we always, I think one of the reasons is it's such good value for money. I've seen this kind of kit from other companies and it's been like nearly double the price. And I think what Carol and Hayley have managed to do is keep these at such a reasonable price.
Yeah.
You know, Ben and I couldn't believe it when we looked at some of the prices of these this morning and what you actually got for that money. It's just scary, and
Absolutely.
I think that's why we're so successful with them, because they are very affordable, whether you're buying them for yourself or whether you want to buy them as a gift for somebody. And that gift could either be the flat kit, or it could be that you've actually done this and take the enjoyment out of decorating it and then gift it to someone.
Absolutely.
You know, so whichever way you want to go with it, it would work both ways.
And it's that great value for money. What you're getting for your money is just unbelievable here.
And then
really
again,
is.
with the glue gun, a lot of people don't like working with the glue gun because you get all these like little strandy hairy bits in them.
Yeah.
Just a top tip with that, when you've finished it, take your heat tool and just give this a waft over where that glue's been, and they literally just disappear.
It's on that, right? Yeah.
It is on, it's on, guys, it's on. It's getting old, this joke now, honestly.
It's like
But yeah,
magic.
all it does, it sort of just melts them and they disappear into the design there. And then the last bit, which I sort of thought I'd do this bit with you, is you also get the little sign that goes on the top. Now, I've left this deliberately just to show you how well the paint covers.
Yeah.
So are we okay for time on this? Yeah, brilliant. So all I'm going to do is pop a little bit, and these are water-based paints, but they literally, I love the chalk paint. I love the effect of that, that chalky finish on them. So again, just take some of this out and just look how well it covers. Oh, I don't know what we've got in there. I don't like that bit.
Is it a bit of glue?
I don't know what it is.
Is it a straight?
A little bit of strange element. I don't know whether it was on the paintbrush or whether it was on the paint. But just look how well it covers.
And you've not used much there, have
Not
you?
at all.
No.
So again, you can see how this goes. But obviously then you've got to wait for it to dry. Now it does dry fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And you can actually give it a blast with the heat tool as well. So if you're very impatient like I am, I usually get this far and then think, right, you know, if I've not timed it well enough to go and have lunch or go and have a cuppa or something, it's usually a case of, right, here we go.
Yeah.
Out comes the heat tool and just give it a good blast. As long as you keep that moving and don't concentrate on one part of it for too long.
Producer Johnny wants to know if it's on. Is that turned? Is that turned on? Is it on?
It is turned on. I've invited anybody to come and feel whether it's turned on or not. And then you'll soon agree with me.
Loads of love coming in. Gemma Wilson on Facebook. This looks amazing, Jan. Joy on YouTube. George, I love crunching the leaves too when I take my walk. And Kim on YouTube. I love doing my Dreamies haunted house for Halloween.
Yep. Oh, that was the last set we had, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The Halloween
it was.
house. Oh, that was gorgeous.
That was good.
Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
Did it sell out as well?
I think it did. Yeah. The spooky house.
That was one of the first things I said today when I walked in. I was like, so what's left from the...
What's left, yeah.
What's left?
It's sort of becoming a bit of a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is great for our Carol and Hayley,
Absolutely.
honestly. Yeah.
I love the coverage of this. It's such a gorgeous colour.
It's like a creamy type of paint, even though it's got that sort of chalky element to it. But a couple of coats is normally enough to sort of finish that off and not have to worry about it. And again, as I say, the heat tool will just blast that dry pretty much instantly. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So again, we'll just do those couple of coats. And then this one just fits on the top of the cart, and you can decide then whether it's going to be the sweet cart or a flower cart, or is it going to do a bit of both, you know. It can be either. You could have both of them on the same element. So what did he just say?
4.
4.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Not
You had me worried then.
I heard 4.
I heard
There's
4.
10 left. 10 left.
Oh, they're going like crazy, aren't they? Yeah.
They're going like sweets. You see what we did? Because they're
See what he
sweet,
did there?
Oh,
So
I should
again,
take it
just
up
that
for a
first coat.
Yeah.
And then just apply the heat there. Just black. And as I say, you can see how quickly. I know we're in the studio here with the lights, but you're not putting so thick a coat on that
No.
it's going to take forever to dry. You can see how quickly that's gone there, look, and I can see just looking at it that the sheen's gone from it. So again, I'm just going to go in with that second coat there. And obviously it doesn't take as much the second time round because you've got a layer in there already.
Yeah.
So again, you've got options as to whether you want to paint or whether you want to cover with those beautiful papers. I've done a bit of both with some of the other things that I've been working on. So, you know, again, wherever you want to take it. We talked a lot about embellishing things, you know, and sort of where you start. And as I say, if it is for someone, it may be done in their favourite colour scheme. If it's been for a party or a wedding or a christening, it could be the colour scheme of that particular event. For an anniversary, it could be relevant to the, you know, the number of the anniversary. So again, we've just got that ready. And then I think we're going to go with the sweet cart.
Yeah. There's a lot, there is different elements, isn't there, for years of marriage? Isn't it like first year paper or
paper,
something?
I think it is, yep. So just pop that to one side and get rid of a bit of that off there. And you can see that's good to go now. And I think we're going to go with the sweets on there.
Yeah.
So again, we'll get a little bit of that tacky glue at the ready and just go across the back of here. Now it's up to you whether you want to do the edges of the MDF. So sometimes I do paint the edges. Sometimes I quite like the edge of the wood showing. So again, it depends, you know, what you want as to whether you go around the edge here or not.
Yeah.
Or you can go around it with a marker. I sometimes use my alcohol markers and go over the edge. Your metallic markers look great because you're going to get that sort of metallic-y fit. You might want to go around the edge with the glitter pen to match the, you know, the little sign that we've got on there. Okay, but just let that set for a second or two. And then, oh, I might put the little, the yellow one. Or the, all choices.
So much. Well, that's the thing with it. These are so good. You can do everyone different. Crafty Angie on YouTube. I had ordered 2 of each, so I'm guessing the cart and the cage, and decided that I want to keep one for myself. So I ordered another.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
It happens. It happens a lot.
Absolutely. Oh, Patty on Facebook. I'm going to make mine a coffee cart.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
good
absolutely
idea.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and Nadine on YouTube, exact same. I ordered 2, one for me and one for a gift. Just not going to resist. Guys, we're in single figures of the stock that's left on these carts. If you're wanting them, please do not sit on your baskets. Check out your baskets because they are flying off the shelves. They are indeed. But it is, but I know why. It is an amazing set, and look at what you can create with it. That is beautiful.
So there's a little bit of my paint not quite dry, but you get the idea how this just sits. And you can glue that down if you wish, but you can just see how it sits on top. And I just think it's absolutely adorable.
It really
now, I
is.
didn't get time. I ran out of time at home and I was thinking about things that you could put on it.
Yeah.
And one of the things I thought about, I think the girls have done over there with the little tiny bottles that we get the bits and pieces in would be great on there. But also, if you have a little look at the one George has got over there, there's some real cute... look at the little candy floss pieces on it as well. There's some real thought gone into it. The bunting looks nice across the front as well.
I feel like a giant.
Yeah. But yeah, I love even wrapping the twine around the little struts on the uprights as well, you know. So many different ways to do it there, that this is just, you know, very, very simple take on it. I would actually be going into decorating this a lot more when I've got the time to fill in, you know, something to go on here with all those little sweets and things. Why not? But so you can buy the little miniature sweets, can't you? You can put little real sweets in.
You could put,
in the bottles and things like that. Yeah, and really, really good fun.
And with a little flap as well, you could fill it full of sweets in there.
So you can actually put something inside it.
And just for size comparison, that is a bottle of our all-purpose glue there. That is the size. I think Johnny says once it's got the sign on it, it measures 36 centimetres. You're seeing what you're getting for your money. There's only a handful of these guys left. I'm not even joking. There is a handful of them left. Carol, you've got one of these that you've been making as well. Let's have a look at what you've done with your wonderful sweet cart.
Right, so I did one with flowers.
Oh,
so if you can see that there.
Oh, look
at
that. Yeah, fantastic.
As you know, I love my flowers.
Yeah.
But also, Jan, this bit here does flap up, and then you get a stand. Did you get a stand with yours?
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten about that bit. Yes, I did. So you can actually prop it up,
Yeah.
It gives you like the extra surface, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I just love them. Love them.
I know, they're amazing, aren't they?
And the papers just make it, don't they?
Yeah. You can have so much fun with these, definitely.
Absolutely. We'll be taking a look at those papers. Now, I've got to ask you, Carol, what was the inspiration behind cart? What was the idea? What made you go, let's do a cart? That's a good idea. Was this, are you got visions of you walking down the street and went, oh, that'd be nice if we made one of those have MDF?
I don't know, because it's Hayley and Jimmy that sort of has a talk about what they're going to do design-wise, and then very often I don't see it until it's been designed, and Jimmy's brought it downstairs and it's made up like this, and I just go, oh wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we get the good job because we get to play with it then.
Yeah, that's it, Jan. We get all the lovely
I love it.
Side of it, So I mean, I was thinking like a Christmas cart.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing craft fairs or anything like that,
little tiny baby candy canes or something like that. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
So much you can do with it, and those papers, we'll be taking a look at those papers in a bit. Thank you so much, Carol. Gina on YouTube, I've checked out with a couple of the sweet carts to do a crafting with grandma session. That sounds like something we should be doing here on Crafters TV. Crafting with grandma. Let's take a look. We're taking a look at the papers, Johnny. Yeah, because the guys, you've seen how good the MDF is. Imagine how good it was paper. You saw Jam with the Lemons earlier. We're first of all looking at the Blossoming Blues. Remember, in each set you're getting 48 sheets of paper, 120 GSM. It's double-sided. You're getting 8 different designs within each set. This is the Blossoming Blues. You've got the wonderful stripes there. Then you've got this incredible, wonderful, like bluey, poppy-esque, I'd say, on that one there. Are they roses? I don't know, my flowers. Then it's a little bit bigger there for you, and then finishing off with the extremely large ones on the back. And then if we flip it and reverse it, in the words of Missy Elliott, there we have got the watercolour effect. Just a reference for me. There we got the watercolour effect for you just there. Then you've also got the wonderful polka dot as well, a favourite of Jan's, little polka dots there. Again, it is a beautiful collection. Then you've also got here a beautiful little border set. I mean, I don't know what you can do with it. I wouldn't know where to start. Luckily, Dreamies give you a few sheets of each design, allowing you to have a little play. That's just one of the wonderful paper pads. £8.99, $13.49, and that incredible double platinum price as well. Half the stock has already gone on the Blossoming Blues. Then we're going to Rose's Garden. You've already seen it. You know what you're going to get in beautiful reddy kind of colours. Again, 120 GSM, 8 different designs. You're getting it in each sheet here. There's 8 different designs, double-sided, and again, a selection of different designs, allowing you to create some amazing designs. You flip that round, and then again, you're getting even more into your designs here. You're getting these wonderful roses. Then on the back side of it here, you're getting, again, more roses. Then you're getting this, again, weddings, Easter, christenings, anything like that, just going to be perfect. And this lovely watercolor spattle effect as well. That is the wonderful Rose Garden 8x8 inches paper pad, 48 double die sheets. You've seen this as well, the next one, the lemon sorbet. Let me take you back through it again, because we need a bit of spring in our life, don't we? A bit of brightness. The wonderful lemon sherbets? Sorbets. Again, you've seen the different designs here. Half the stock has already gone here on the lemon, I want to keep saying sherbets now. Lemon sorbets. There we are. Again, it's a great collection, and you can do drinks with this. You could do so many different designs with this brilliant collection. I mean, there's so much endless possibilities. A brilliant collection. Remember, double-sided there, and then last, just rosy here. Half the stock has already gone. You see a pattern forming here with Dreamy stuff. It always sells out. 8x8, £8.99, $13.49, 128 GSM, and you remember, you're getting 48 sheets, double-sided every single time. A great collection which just looks beautiful. I think like these kind of abstract-y watercolour ones are my favourite. They're just brilliant and incredible every single time.
That one you just there, George, the large one. Go back again one. That design with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, just that in a frame.
Yeah.
Just what, you know, a lovely white frame round it, and maybe just a sentiment in it. I think would just look stunning as a piece of home decor. Just nothing else done to it.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing with
watercolour effect.
Absolutely, that's the thing with Dreamies. The hard work has already been done with you every single time, so you're not needing to do much with it, because what you're getting is a great collection every single time. I mean, like, that can be used so many different times. You could even do layering with this kind of paper because it's so delicate. You cut it it out, a bit of fussy cutting,
Yeah.
you're going to create something so lovely. All these paper pads, £8.99, $13.49 each, and that incredible platinum price as well. If you like your paper pads, and Dreamies paper pad is some of the best on the market, today is the day to stock up, add a couple of these into your basket, because it's going to be the time where you're making Easter cards soon. It's going to be time when you're making wedding cards. But half the stock has gone on each of these already. £8.99, $13.49. Right, let's take a look at a wonderful another MDF set, the large 3D MDF bird cage kit. It's £8.99, it's $13.49. And it's blinking huge. Look at the size of it. It's about the same size as the sweet cart, just shy of 36 centimetres there. You're getting something which creates so much love in it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I know that the lights have sold out today on these, but imagine the lights in there, or any other lights that you can buy. But the Dreamies lights are perfect. If you've got them, you are so lucky to add them into your collection. It's the £8.99, $13.49. For under £10 here in the UK, look at what you are getting. Value for money every single time. This is incredible. Plus, not only is it a steal, it is also double points. It's incredible. But guys, you can see it there, it's green, it's limited stock, it's gonna sell out. How many do you say we've got left, Johnny? We've got 18 of these left, all right? 18 of these left, so if you want it, get it. In fact, Jan, show me how it works, because I don't want to be wasting any more time.
Before it goes.
Before it goes.
So again, you know, you get all your pieces separate in this one, so they're all ready to go. It's not a case of popping it out in this one. They're all cut ready for you. And you get 12 of this sort of shaped piece here, which each one of these forms a side on the cage. And then the circular pieces are the pieces that are going to form the base. And again, you get a whole set of instructions on how it goes together. And again, because of the nature of where we're at here at TV, I have actually started I've done a lot of the putting together and the painting so that we could have a look at it in situ. So if I bring this one in now, and I'll just talk you through, literally, as I say, there's 12 of these sort of curved side pieces. You've got 2 notched pieces and then a base. And then there's a little tiny, if we just have a look on the overhead there, right in the top, we've got little tiny, it almost looks like a cog that fits into, and these all slot onto it. Yeah? Yeah. So again, it's just a case of literally snapping them into place. They literally click into those slots here. And then the whole thing has got tabs that fit into the bottom, so you can see just how the sweet cart clicked together. It literally all fits in here. And then I sort of started with paint on here, and I wanted to, so again, I've gone with the matte chalk paint because I know such a lot of you have actually bought into that as a medium for colouring with. So again, straight onto the MDF, and then it was a case of, right, I wanted to sort of shabby it up a little bit, so out came the gilding wax, which is where you can see these sort of elements that are just catching the light. Yeah. So again, it's just got elements on it there that's got gilding wax on.
I love that paper on there.
And then I've just got little tiny bits of book paper.
So good.
Just here and there, just dotted them in, just stuck on. And for that one, I used the glaze that we've had on the website from Cosmic Shimmer again, the matte glue seal and glaze. So this is great for just painting on with a paintbrush. It's water-based. Paint it on, put the little pieces of paper on, and then paint over the top of them. So it sort of adheres them and then glazes them as well. So it sticks them down and you're not going to have any trouble, you know, doing things to them. And then I thought, right, I still need a little bit more. So I've just took some of the brown ink and every so often just coat it here and there with a little bit of ink as well, just to shabby it all up completely. So again, what did I just hear in my ear then?
Stop it, breaking news coming in here from the news centre. The sweet cart has sold out.
Ding, 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 ding.
It is ran out. Bing, bing. What have I missed a meeting? What's the bell? Bell's gone. Oh, every time there's a sellout, Carol rings the bell. Well, it's sold out. Get your bell, ring it round. I'm just going to take this home for my parents. Cheers, thanks. As you go to Carol. Okay, cutting live to Carol. Carol. Stand by, Carol. Ring your bell. Ring that bell for me.
She's not.
I've not got it, but I can ring.
We'll have to pitch the one out the cafe, George.
I mean, what What I can just see is Carol doing this. If someone wants to superimpose a basketball underneath Carol there.
It goes back to why I can still remember those days. I can remember those days, Carol. It was hilarious. She got a little hat on and the bell there. Every time something sold out down the end of the counter, ding, 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 ding.
Sold out.
I was watching back then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's sold out.
It was good fun.
Just want to add about the sweet cart. Someone said, can you please mention this in inches? And I'm sorry, because over in the States, we work in inches. It's about 13, 14 inches, isn't it, would you say?
It was just, about 12, I would say.
Yeah.
Just round about the 12-inch mark in total. With the sweet cart sign on top, it's going to be even taller, yeah. Yeah, so it's a really good size, I must admit. And then across, it was nearly 9 inches towards where the handles were sticking out. So yeah, it's a nice size piece, whether you want it to be, sort of decorative, for it to be an ornament, or whether you want to gift it, or give it to someone to make. It's a really nice size to work with. And it's big enough for you to be able to do that little arrangement of sweets on it. But it's not so big that it's going to be overpowering if it's put out somewhere on display. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, here he is, look, ding, ding. Oh, you've got more than that, George. Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry.
That was it.
You can ring my... Right, so we are on with the large 3D MDF birthday. If you just joined us, good evening. It was sold out. I'm going to take it away. It's sold out. Right, let's carry on with the birdcage then, Jan.
Right, so before that one goes as well.
Yes.
So I'm going to come to the base section now. And again, going back to the kit that you get here, it explains at the bottom. So to create the locking mechanism, because it's actually got a base that slots in the bottom and then clicks into place so that you can take that base in and out if you wish to change or use, what's inside there for decoration. So you've got 3 pieces all together. You've got a large circle. Then you've got a next size down, which is slightly smaller. And then you've got this piece that's actually got, if you look underneath here, it's got the same shape as to what's on the bottom.
Right.
So I've left these deliberately to show you how to put these together. And I think I'm going to use my Kalal for this one. Again, it works really well with the wood and it's going to give that lovely sort of firm surface. It's like adding a layer of cardstock. So I've just coloured the outsides of these because obviously we're going to layer them up and you're not going to see. So rather than wasting my paint,
yeah, of course,
we're literally going to layer them up like so.
I did wonder.
Yes. It's not that I was being lazy. I just thought, well, there's no point in putting paint. It's like we take the centres out of our cards when we're making them, when we got the cardstock.
Yeah.
Why waste it when nobody's going to see it underneath there?
Exactly.
So plenty of glue underneath. And then what I would recommend with this is to try your very best to get it central. And again, this is why I've used that glue, because we can now move this into place. But I'm looking at this round the edge and I want to try and get it as central as I can with an even border around the edge there. And then just leave that for a second or two to grab and do its thing.
And on Facebook, don't let Joe find that bell. Apparently, I'm not allowed to let Joe find the bell.
I think Joe found it last time we had a craft house.
He just hits it really hard. I don't know why he does. He gets carried away. Do you know what? I had a mini heart attack when he shaved his little beard off.
Oh, I know.
I bless him. He looks like me now.
He looks a baby, doesn't he?
I know. He looked. They're growing their moustaches for our lovely Craig. Bless them. I'd grow one myself, but I struggled to grow anything. So I saw it. I was like, I'm not even going. I just can't do it. I'll look daft.
We just paint you one on. I've got a marker here in my bag, George.
Bit of tape. I might come. I'm back in on Wednesday.
Oh, you should.
I'm going to go to a joke shop.
Yeah,
or something
get one.
And get loads of fake moustaches. And then every time it comes back to me, to have a different moustache on.
That would be ace.
And then just like another one. I shouldn't have told you, should I? Lynn Harvey on Facebook. I remembered Carol with all her antics when things went limited stock and sold out. Carol Bingle had her bell, hat, and a mug. Was there a mug as well? There should be a merchandise rail there for,
honestly,
for Carol's stuff. Carol and her bell.
And her bell. It was good fun, I must admit. So again, I've just popped this piece on top and I'm just checking that as well as I can, that I've got about the same distance round the edge there so that it's fairly central, and then I'm just going to leave that bit to dry for a second or two while we do a bit more decoration, and then I'll show you how that works in the base. So what I've actually done, I had a really good place. Someone mentioned earlier about the foam flowers. Oh, and here we go, look. I had a really good play the other morning. I got all the foam out and just made a whole bundle of them. I don't know whether we'll use them all. Used a lot of the white foam, little bit of pink tinge in some of them, but then just to go with that sort of shabbiness, I don't know whether you can pick up on the camera there that they're all sparkly.
Yeah.
So I've just used I think I've got one down here. This one's actually the silver one, but I used the gold. I've used our spray and sparkle. So I used the gold one. I've just put them in my spray box and just give them all a coating with the sparkle. I just thought that again is just sort of adding to that shabby look. And I've got some that are literally just a single petal there, just the little ones. I like just the tiny ones there. And then I've got some that are built up a bit more, different shapes. Some of them have got the stamens. I had an odd pink one, which I thought went beautifully with that colour. And then I did put some cream ones in, but I don't think I'm going to use the cream. I think I'm going to stick with the white there. So again, what I was thinking was to do a cascade of these down one of the sides.
Nice.
Oh, just before I do that as well, I want to pop the little stopper in the top. So again, you've got a piece here. If you just have a look here in the top, if I can just, what can I slot underneath there? Will that show it? Can you just see there's a little slot here right in the top? Yeah? So you've actually got the key element that slots inside here. And I've just covered this with our gilding wax just to keep in with that theme. And this slots inside. And then there's a little tiny gap in here. And as part of the kit, I've kept it in place because I'll never find it. Just pop it out. And there's a little piece that locks it in place. So once you've got this through the gap, pop this in and it's literally going to lock it into place. So let me show you what I mean. This goes into the top here, and then I'm going to turn it over before we put anything inside it, and then just pop this piece in. And you can glue this in if you wish. All right, but just to get that one in the gap, and then it basically stops it from coming back out. And you see how you've got that sort of piece on the top now. It's good to go. So then I just thought I want sort of like one of the sides. I'm not really fussed which one it is, and I just wanted to go with sort of like a cascade of these flowers coming down and round, I think. So again, it's going to be glue gun time, and literally add some of the glue and then pop these into that position. So again, one of the larger ones in there. Just hold that for a second, and then I've got a couple of these other shapes.
Some of our crafters are a little bit mischievous. Linda on Facebook has said, tape the bell so it won't ring and let Joe have it. That's apparently underneath here.
That would be good, yeah. The
little bell thing.
The dinger bit.
Put a bit of tape on. My friend, when he used to annoy me, has got a reversing camera. So I used to put a layer of sellotape over the camera, right? So he'd think his camera was getting dirty. And then every single, I did like another layer and another layer. Fast forward the story, he took it into the garage to try and look at what was wrong with the camera. And it had like 10 layers of tape over it because somebody had been putting tape. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm just as bad as you guys. I used to live, when I was working on the holiday parks and I lived in a caravan, what you would do if someone really annoyed you, next door neighbour, is you'd boil some spaghetti, chuck it onto the caravan roof at midnight, let it freeze overnight, and then at 6 o'clock in the morning, the seagulls would fly down, right? And if you've been in a caravan, you know what they do.
Tap dancing on
try
the
and get the spaghetti
That's hilarious.
off. So, sorry if you live next to me, but yeah. I've got a normal... Basically, I'm not a nice person, is what I just realised. That's it. Right, this is selling out. There is how many's left, Johnny? Less than 10. We're in single figures.
What, on the bird cage?
On the bird cage.
Oh my goodness, it's getting
Guys,
silly,
if you're
isn't it?
wanting the bird cage, do not sit on it. Check it out, your basket is £8.99, $13.49. Remember, that platinum price is Club Inspire. If you're brand new to crafters, welcome. Where have you been? You may have not seen me before. it's very, very likely you haven't. Club Inspire is our way of saying thank you for shopping with us here at Crafters TV. Remember, if on your first order, you're going to get 20% off. So if you're brand new and not bought anything, and you buy this today, your first price you're going to pay is at £7.19 or $10.79. Plus, you're going to get 250 bonus points, taking you straight to bronze, meaning that on all your orders, you'll get an extra 5% off. Once you've got 500 points, you'll be at silver, 10% off. Once you're at gold, you'll get 750 points. That's the level you need to be at, and you'll get 15% off. And platinum is 1,500 points, where you'll get 20% off all orders, not just here and now, everything. Brand new on our launch days, you're going to get 20% off. It's amazing how much we actually give you back here at Crafters Companion. And this weekend, should I say, until midnight tomorrow, it's double points on all your purchases here at Crafters TV. This may be the weekend you get enough points just to get you back up to that next level to get even more savings. Now, what's this? Have you been in Christmas trees, Jan? What are these?
Honestly, yeah, this is, I had a rummage through my dies.
Yeah.
This is an old die from one of the signature collections, I think, if I remember rightly. And again, I've just gone in the scrap box and picked out some of its craft card, and then there's different types of, there's some pearlescent green, some matte green. And again, I just thought, you know, amongst these, I want to add just that little bit, and I think they may be a wee bit long. So again, just to pop some of these to sort of make it look like an arrangement. Real? Pardon?
Are they paper?
Yes.
They look real.
Just cardstock, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So again, we'll just mix and match them along the way. And I think I'm just going to take, as I say, some of the length off them. But again, just wherever you want to pop them in, just add that little bit of extra detail.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So again, we're just going to tweak the end out there, because they are a little bit longer than what I need.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just going to slot them into some of the gaps, so that we've got that little bit of foliage coming along with it as well. So however you want, you know, there's no right or wrong with this, just however you want to sort of pop them along there. I'm going to need another glue stick in a second. I just wanted to have a little bit in there that looked as if it was foliage as well. Again, we'll have some of the darker green. And then I've also dug out some of my, and this might seem a bit random when we've got to this point here with all the pretty flowers, but I've actually dug out some of my cog dies as well. So I wanted to add some of those in as well. So again, it was just sort of a little bit of a mixture of sort of that shabby chicness with just a hint of the steampunk thrown in there for good luck, just because we can.
Because so you can do whatever you want with this.
There's no right or wrong. Again, if I bring this round, you can see is that one stuck in? Yeah, we're okay there. And then again, I just want a little bit of the green at the end there.
So you could use this for Halloween. You could put like a skull in it or something.
A sort of a gothic-y type one.
You could paint half and half.
Yep.
And then you just spin it round. That's it. Christmas decorations sorted. 1st November, done.
And again, these are just literally die cuts that I've done with the gilding wax just to bring it all into place. So again, I might just slot the odd one of those in there as well, just so that we can have a little bit. And I need another glue stick. Whoops. Just pop that one in the end there. Yep. And again, I'm just going to stick these in just sort of in between the flowers there, so that they're poking out of the edge.
Do you know, this is something you can just have a little bit of fun with, isn't it?
Honestly, there's no right or wrong with it.
No.
So again, go with whatever takes your fancy. And this is what I love about craft in general. You know, there isn't a right or wrong.
No.
Somebody tells you you're doing it wrong, I think I'd have a few choice words, because there isn't a right or wrong. You know, you do what fits in with you. You know, what your theme is, maybe who you're gifting it to. You know, if it's for a particular event, literally just go with what you think. And I'm just going to pop the odd one or two on there just to sort of bring it in with alignment with that. Again, we don't necessarily need them all.
No.
I've also got a little shabby butterfly. Again, this is out of the old Gubbins box. I've had this years.
A shabby butterfly.
A little shabby butterfly. Look, we're going to pop that.
She's had a rough night, bless her. She's been on the town.
On there as well. Okay, so again, I'm not going to go mad with everything. And then we should have had chance for that base to set a bit now. It should be okay. So let's just move all this Gubbins back to one side. Okay. So the idea with this one is that you're literally going to pop it and line it with the one underneath. And this bit, I don't know whether we can actually pick it up or not, but this bit is higher than the rest of it. So when you give it a turn then, it's literally going to lock it, she says, lock it into place. So we're literally going to spin it round. I've not got mine in right there. That's it, just so that it locks it and your base is actually sealed in place.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take that back out again for a second, because then I was like, well, what am I going to put inside? What am I going to put inside? So I've had a rummage through my papers at home and made sort of like a little collection, which my husband was very rude about. He said, have you been reading the toilet tubes? I said, how rude. They're not toilet tubes. They're actually papers out of my stash that I've just gone through and looked for, the ones with the script on. There's one of them got maps on. Sort of, again, that shabby feel. Just decorated them up, bits of twine, bits of ribbon, bits of lace. And what I actually want to do is pop these on here and then add that top piece over the top so that we've got some details inside. Now, what I want to do is get it so that you can see the flowers and the front of that paper. So again, I'm just turning it around so that it fits on the bed. There we go. And then if you wish, you could actually stick this in place. But again, if I just turn it that little bit, because we've got, I want to be able to see, now then, which way do we want to go? I want to be able to see the flowers, but I want to be able to see those papers. They're about there, I think.
I think so.
And then I would actually stick that in place so that you've got that detail going on there. You know, you may want to add some wording to it. You know, there's lots of inspirational wording out there. Again, I think I could probably do with fitting a few more flowers in there. They're a little bit of a zigzag at the minute. I think it perhaps just wants an odd one or two just to fill some of the gaps in and make it a little bit fuller there, or perhaps even, I can't work back to front in there. So just spend a little bit of time once I've got time to look at it. But again, I just think it's such a cleverly simple idea. I love things that are fairly straightforward, but when you've done them, you get that wow factor.
Absolutely.
So bird cage, beautiful.
Absolutely. Can I ring this yet? Oh, we've got to check them out first before I can ring the bell. Carol, let's have a look at your bird cage, because I know you're going to be beautiful with yours. Look at that, that's gorgeous.
Again, look at
right, so that's the one I've done,
Yep, absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I went with the blue and a grey theme.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously I like... Yes, that's some of the MDF that we've got. But you do get 2 slats, I think, as well, Jan.
Yes, I've got them somewhere, Carol.
Yeah, so I've just put birds in mine. But what I was thinking, you could put candles in, couldn't you? You know,
I thought about that, the pillar candles.
Yeah. The battery-operated candles would look lovely.
Yeah.
Flameless operated. Someone said that. Who was it? So Anna on Facebook put flameless candles in there. They look great. Yeah, absolutely.
What about? I'm just thinking, what about a Christmas-themed one? Whether you can get those little fake Christmas trees, can't you, with the snow on?
Oh yes.
Something you can get different sizes of those, maybe 2 or 3 of those inside it. Yeah, make it as a Christmas ornament. Got so many different ideas.
Absolutely.
Absolutely beautiful.
There is.
So many. Carol, I love it as always. We'll come back to you very, very shortly. Guys, remember, if you're wanting the bird cage, they are in single figures. Make sure you check out your baskets. We'll see you in a few moments after this. In a second, though, but in about now. Why is it there? George, are you ready? George is ready in the box. He's just said, he went, yeah, here he is.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend. There are plastic shims sized to work with a whole range of Gemini machines. We have some awesome deals going, so visit Crafters Companion website and find out more.
Yes! Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. I forgot where I was there for a minute. I was like, where am I, Crafters TV? It's the Craft House on a wonderful Saturday. My name's George Akid. As always, a pleasure to be with you. It is a Dreamies takeover here in the Craft House, but guys, things are selling out. So if you're wanting to get things, please not sit on these. Make sure you're checking out your baskets. I was talking about pranks before the break. Kim on Facebook, I put bubble wrap on the floor behind one of the chemists in the lab I worked in. He was mean to everyone. When he finished on his phone call, he pushed back on his chair that had rollers on the feet and the bubbles popped. He was so mad, but the other chemists were cracking up for days. You guys, you're mean. You're mean, but I love you for it. Right, let's take a look at this brand new set, limited stock, because you see a theme pattern with Dreamies, it always limited stock. £8.99, $13.49. It's a seller because look at what you're getting here. You can make this perfect. You can use it for yourself. You can use it very strong and sturdy. Use it for whatever celebration you are having. It is about 12 inches tall, it's about the same wide, and it can fit so much in there. You might not even need it for storage, you may need it for decoration. You could do so much with it. Remember, the Dreamy set, all the hard work is done for you. The set comes with all the pieces cut out, and all you have to do is put it together and have fun decorating it. £8.99, $13.49. Oh, you got a wonderful platinum price as well with 20% off. £7.19, $10.79, plus double points on everything that you're buying until midnight tomorrow evening. So if you're wanting the Craft Caddy MDF kit, there's not many left. So if you're wanting it, you need to get it in your basket today. Let's have a look at how this goes together. Again, Jan, another kit that is so simple and can put together in no time at all.
Well, we're literally going to put this to the test now because I haven't actually had time to do anything with this one. Obviously, I was that busy playing with the others. There was so much, and I'd done some work on the ones that have sold out as well. So I picked the wrong one, obviously. So yeah, we're literally going to take this out of the packet. I've got my instructions at the ready and have a look and see how this one goes together. So obviously, first thing we're going to do is take all those pieces of MDF out and have a look at what we've got. So using that next to my guidelines, I know that that bit's going to be the handle there, the curved piece. And then we've got lots of pieces that have just got two little holes in each end. I've got two pieces there that have got more slats in. I've got a base and I've got the sides. So I can see straight away that we've literally got side pieces for the ends here. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I can also, so what I tend to do is lay it out so that I'm going to have one of these at each end, like so. And then I can see that this bit here has got the 3 in the bottom, so which is going to line up with the tabs here. And again, 3 in the bottom at this side. And then when this lifts up, this little one here is going to attach. Yeah? Yeah. So it's fairly simple, and you know, I haven't even looked at this, I didn't even look at the instructions, but basically take the side pieces and slot in the base first. So side pieces slot into the base, into the 2 slots. So that's what we've got here. And then slot the 2 slats with the 5 slots, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are going to go onto the bottom and glue in place. So that's the first step. And then take the remaining ones, and these are going to stretch from one end of the side piece across to the other end of the side piece to make the slats that go across the side of that little caddy. Now then, before you do this, it's worthwhile thinking about what kind of medium you want to work with. Are you going to paint the pieces, or are you going to use some of the papers on it? So I prefer to do this before I put it together, particularly if I'm going to use the papers. I find it easier to cover some of these pieces with paper before I put it together, rather than waiting until I've got it all fixed. So I'm thinking now that we're going to need something in the base of the cart here. So at the caddy, so we're going to need a piece of paper that goes in here. And then I'm also going to need some to cover the side pieces here as well. So again, you know, depending on how you want to do it, when you think that these tabs fit in, you've actually got a flush area here now.
Yeah.
So those tabs lock together, and it means that you've got a nice flat piece that you can use your papers on. So again, you could use a piece of paper to cover all this, or you could use the paint. So I think what I'm going to do is do a combination of both. I'm going to use paper, I think, on the slats here for the sides and in the base, and then I'm going to use paint on the edge of it here. So I've chosen that lovely pink Just Roses pad there. Just Rosy, should I say. And again, I just love that watercolour effect. So we've got large ones, we've got some smaller roses there. You've got them on white background, whereas this one's got that lovely pink.
Gorgeous, that one.
In there. And the last one in there, again, is sort of the white background. So you can see there. But then when I spin it over again, you've got these beautiful sort of almost like faded designs. So we've got the roses, this abstract. This is just the kind of thing that I like to do with my inks to make backgrounds. You've seen me do this before. That was the one I was saying would look beautiful, I think, just on its own in a frame.
Yeah.
And then you've got one with the polka dots in the background. So it's just a case of deciding what you want to use on which piece. So I'm actually going to put the base pieces to one side for a second and show you how I work with the papers on here.
Yeah.
Now, bearing in mind, we said that these were going to fit on the sides, and again, you've got that nice flush piece here. The tabs don't poke through, so when it fits together, this is totally flush. So I know I can cover the outside of these slats in total. I don't have to worry about where the gaps are, because obviously when we fitted it together, this is just going to come up to the back of the paper. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So again, I'm just going to choose one of the papers. And now then, immediately thinking, right, well, it's not long enough, it doesn't fit. But there's no reason why you can't join them.
No.
There's no reason why you can't what we call colour block them. So using more than one paper at a time. So, you know, it may be that you have this one up to one end and colour block here. And then the slat above it, move the roses to this end and colour block at this side. So what I need to do then is just decide what I'm going to colour block with. So let's have a look at the other designs there and see what we've got. I think it's going to be one of the, does it want to be a plain? Let's have a look, what's on the back of that one?
That's the thing with these papers, there's so
so
much
many.
choice, isn't there? It's
Yeah,
great.
I think I like the abstract one.
I
with
like the
it.
abstract, yeah.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do is go back to my collal again for this one with the paper, because you want something that's not going to ruffle the paper too much. When I'm adhering it to the MDF, the tack is fine, but sometimes you'll get that ruttling in the paper. And this is 120, I think, 120 GSM. So, you know, you don't want those lines in it where it ruttles and it's hard to get flat. So by changing to my all-purpose, that solvent base means that I'm not going to get that ruttling. So again, when you look at your MDF, there's two sides to it, and I know that sounds silly, but you've got the side that you can see with the brown staining on, and then you've got the back of it, which is plain. So again, decide what's going to happen inside your caddy. Are you going to have paper on both sides? Are you going to paint inside? Are you going to leave it as the MDF, which is like the craft colour?
Yeah.
So with the pink, I quite actually like the inside in the craft colour. So do you want to leave this side showing on the inside? or do you want to leave the plain? I think I'm going to leave the plainer side of them showing on the inside there. And I'm going to cover this side. So again, all I'm going to do is take some of my collal glue. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I'm going to go straight on with the paper and then cut it once it's dry. So again, straight onto here. Just pop the collal. Again, just make sure that you don't get glue inside that little gap where the tab's going to fit.
Yeah.
And bring this along as far as you want it to go. And what I tend to do is I like to take the glue off the edge because you want that paper to seal all the way round onto the edge of the actual design there. And then again, I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to pop this on right up to the edge. I'm going to leave a little bit here so that I'm not guessing whether that edge is covered. And then just leave that one to dry for a second or two. And then I'm going to do the same, but this time I'm going to do it so that, in fact, we can do it this way because the paper's not particularly directional. We can turn it round. So again, we'll do all 4 of them on here.
Yeah.
And again, just add that glue. And I've tried different glues for this. You know, you can use your decoupage glues. You know, different ones. Again, it's a case of try them out and see that what works for you. But I just know that the all-purpose works really well with the papers. It doesn't ruffle them, and that's what I'm looking for. So again, I'm just going to leave a little gap so that I can get in with the knife to cut it when it's dry.
If you are looking at the glues going, oh, I don't know where to start with the glues, I'm new to crafting, don't worry, look back on our YouTube channel. All our shows are there, so if you want to come back and watch this later on at a later date, you can do. Create your own playlist and you'll find plenty of shows all about different techniques and styles and glue schools, as we like to call it. Telling you all about the different glues, tape pens, from our collal glue to our tacky glue to our chunky glue, as our Debbie says. Everything that you need to make you the best crafter you possibly can. And we've got a great deal on glue. I'll show you that a little bit later on in the show, where you're saving yourself 20% off on that bundle. If you can't wait till then, head to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.eu.com. Have a look at the great deals we've got in the show. You'll see that stuff is flying off the shelf. If you are wanting the caddy kit, you need to be checking it out now in your basket, because it's gonna sell out. It's limited stock. It's gonna be approaching single figures soon. Same with the bird cage. There was less than 10 left last time I checked, so there is not many left. It's single figures, guys. If you want it, check it out. There is 40 minutes left of the show, but it doesn't mean we won't sell out of things. And if we do sell out, don't worry, we've got loads more great deals for you here on Crafters TV, including those paper pads, including the glues, so much, and those wonderful paints as well, which you've seen Jan using this evening. They may be for you today. But I love this technique because you're not wasting much of that paper either, are you?
Not at all, no. I mean, I could have actually got away with putting them a little bit closer, but I just want you to be able to see what we're doing. Now, it is better to wait for the glue to dry, because if the paper's wet, I'm actually going to take my craft knife to it and literally slice along the edge of it. But if it's still wet, it sometimes drags with the actual craft knife. So what we'll do is we'll leave that one to one side to dry for a second.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to bring in, I have got some of my paints with me. I'm just looking, I think I'm going to go with that nice dark.
It's gorgeous, that colour.
The Orchid. And again, these are the matte chalk paints. So I'm just going to give that a shake to mix it up. And then literally, now then, don't faint, guys, because I have got a piece of acetate. So I'm not literally putting this on the counter.
Too late, I've gone.
But literally just pop some out there. And I've got my brush at the ready that we used earlier, just to rinse some of that lilac out of it. And again, we can go straight onto the MDF here. So I just want to get rid of the excess water out of there.
Yeah.
And then again, decide, you know, which bit do you want on the inside? I'm going to stick, we'll paint this side, I think. And again, you know, it goes on beautifully.
So good.
And just takes a couple of layers, I found. Now, if you wanted to prime it first with the gesso, we have got the gesso on the show. It could be that you pop gesso on first and then you use your paint. That way you would actually save a little bit on your paint. But it doesn't take much. You can see how little. I tend to just go in with a couple of coats of paint. So Again, just covering it over for the first layer. And you'll find that as you're actually, with this being a slightly larger area than what we did before, you'll find the paint drying as you're sort of working with it. This bit here is starting to dry already. So again, just take your time and cover all those areas that you want to be coloured in. Try not to get too much build-up on the tabs, because you don't want to increase the thickness of those little tabs, because those have been cut and made specifically to fit in the gaps on other parts of the caddy.
If you did get paint on there, what is the get out of jail card there? How would you get yourself out of that one?
Either just if you've got a little sanding block, you can sand the paint off.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I've always got, and I buy these in packs, they're just cheap as chips, little nail files.
Yeah.
You can get a pack of about 10 for £1. £1 here in the UK, and I keep these in, and again you can just literally rub and it's like just sanding it away. So don't panic if that happens. And again, you know, it doesn't matter if you go across them with that one layer, it's just you don't want to get a build up on it, because you don't want A, for it to start to swell, or B, to build up the paint and it not fit in where it's meant to fit. As I said, there's been a lot of time gone into designing just the right shape and the right size gaps in these. So don't fill it up with sort of paints and papers and things that are going to add to that thickness.
Absolutely. And Paul is asking on Facebook, is Jan using the brushes that are in stock?
These are the Roland Langnickel. They're the only ones. If you look at all mine, I'll grab them out of here. They're all the same ones, look. Different sizes. These live in my bag, and they're all the Roland Langnickel. I love these.
And there's a great collection on that. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, the paintbrush 4-piece collection. A usual price there on the left, that's the price you're paying today, £6.36, $9.56. If you have a look at the full range, head to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au to see everything on sale this evening.
So again, I'm just going to leave that one and bring the other one in. And I've not even used all that paint that I popped out there yet. So this is the first coat. And again, so this is why I normally do so much prep at home, because obviously, you know, it does take a little while to do this, and you can spend time on this when you're at home. We're just rushing a little bit here to try and fit in as much as we can for you before you go and buy them all from us.
Absolutely.
We want to show you how you can work with them. So
who said it's like watching paint dry? That's what I say.
There's something quite calming, I think, about watching somebody, you know, what doesn't matter what the colouring medium is. I know I've watched you guys, and like when we've had Colour Me Happy on and Sarah's been colouring or Michelle's been colouring, there's something quite therapeutic about watching somebody colouring in, I think, and you do get lost in it even if you're not the one doing it.
We're lost in painting.
So
caught
again,
in a trap. Sorry, this is why I've not been allowed back. This is why they said I've been singing too much and that I wasn't allowed back in the studio.
Oh,
I'm
joking. We missed it, George.
Some people have said they've missed me.
We missed
Some people haven't said anything. It's fine. I've just been busy, haven't I? Just been.
You have. It's getting hold of you is the problem, isn't it?
I know. I've been busy. I'm here now. I missed the birthday. So loads of comments coming in, loads of love coming in for these collections. I'm not surprised. I was so excited when they said, do you want to come and do the Dreamies show for us? And I was like, yes, because
please.
It's always a good show. And like you said, this is a perfect introduction to crafting. If a lot of our crafters are paper crafters, card crafters, or, you know, soft crafting, you could buy this kit and, like you've done with the papers, which you can see they're drying, you could do it with soft crafting, with fabrics. You could have a go at anything with this, and at that price, it's not going to be breaking the bank to have a try at something completely different while utilising your already used skills.
I think that's one of the key things with Dreamies is that affordable price. And I think, you know, testimony to Carol and to Hayley in keeping those prices at a level that we can afford. Because, you know, you look online at some of these kind of kits and they're so expensive, it puts people off. So I think the fact that they've been able to keep these at a price that is so affordable is why it's so successful. You know, have a go. And, you know, a lot of this is using stuff that you've already got in your stash. So once you've got the kit, you know, we've you've all got, I know you've all got loads of paper in your kit, because you told me. When I asked what you'd got the most of, a lot of people said papers. That was my answer. I have got piles and piles of paper pads, probably more than I would ever use in my lifetime. I know my girls have got their eye on everything. They're like, don't worry, Mum, it's our inheritance. They reckon, when my days are numbered and I've gone, they reckon that they're just going to open the doors, the patio doors in the conservatory, and invite everybody in. Come on, what are you going to offer me for this?
Yeah.
And just sell it all. I says, charming. I says, it's nice to know, isn't it?
That's
yeah,
it,
they've got it all. I said, not that they're wishing me away or anything
Yeah, absolutely,
like that. But, I think I've got a few good years left yet, hopefully.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed.
But at this incredible price, the thing is, crafting can be expensive at times. You know, things can be expensive.
They can.
And to get something at such a good price and a good quality, it's an incredible deal.
And it does what it says on the tin.
Absolutely.
There's none of this misalignment where it doesn't fit. It all clicks together beautifully, you know, and it works. And I think that is worth a lot this day and age. I've bought things and I've got them home and thought, oh, that doesn't fit very well, or it's a bit loose.
Yeah.
But these literally just, you know, the guys have done their work, they've done their homework.
Yeah.
And you can be, you know, sort of guaranteed that when you get it home, read the instructions, get the pieces out, and it's going to do the job for you.
Absolutely. Candace on Facebook, George, we did miss you. I did miss you. I missed you as well. And Lynn Harvey on Facebook, George, are you doing panto this year? I am doing panto. Come December, you won't see me. Well, you will. I'm doing some Christmassy things, so you will see me in December. But I'm going to be in Crawley, which is here in the UK, just outside Gatwick Airport, with the wonderful Scarlett Moffat, who was on Gogglebox. She's a local celeb around here, in this part of the neck of the woods. But she won I'm a Celebrity here in the UK. She's done all right for herself, hasn't she, old Scarlett? So yeah, it'd be a good laugh. I'm playing the ugly sister. I don't know why on earth they think I'm ugly sister. I think I'm a better Cinderella, if I'm honest. But you take what you're given, aren't you, really? Right, so what paint was that? Was that the orchard paint you used there? On
the orchard?
It's gorgeous.
Otherwise known as orchid, yeah.
Oh, sorry. If you've got a 5 bottles...
Orchards are green.
Is it?
Orchards are green.
I thought...
They have apple trees in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is orchid like the flower, George.
I don't get out much, as you've noticed, so... Is it like failed pig?
Oh dear.
That is it. Look, guys, when this Craft Caddy MDF kit, it's on its way out the door because it's selling out. I'm close. I've not pressed it. I've not pressed it
yet.
I'm hovering. I'm hovering.
Not far off.
Look at me hovering. Guys, if you're wanting it, get it because it's gonna sell out. Jan's was clearing up because she doesn't like mess. A messy crafter
I can't
is
cope with mess.
What is a messy crafter?
A messy crafter? Oh, I don't know.
Is a waste of snap in my that's a very northern snap means food. Right, just translating it. So what we're going to do next?
All right, that glue's had chance to dry on there now. So I've just taken my straight edge craft knife here and I'm literally just going to bring this up to where the MDF is. And again, straight, this is why I love the glass mats, because you can just literally take that straight along and you're going to get that sort of lovely edge on there. So I'm going to do, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to do all this side first.
Oh, okay.
All right, and pull them apart.
Great,
and then I'll turn it round and do the other side, because I find it easier to have the craft knife on the outside there. So again, just hug it to that MDF and straight down, okay? And then if I spin them round, I can do the same now on this side.
I love that little tip. Made it so much easier.
Well, the last thing you want to be doing, you know, some of these knives are quite sharp. The last thing I want is anybody having an accident. So again, just holding that MDF with my left hand, using the knife because I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, then you could just do the same process, the opposite way around. But this is how I tend to work. You can cut round it with a pair of scissors. You can actually use the MDF piece to draw around and make yourself a template. But I just find that the quickest way of doing it. And then what I would do is take my sanding block, and again, where you've got those edge pieces, just at like a 45-degree angle. If you just, and this will tidy up if you've got any little snags or if you've sort of missed a bit. And it also helps with that seal.
Yes.
It sort of bonds it somehow. Although the glue's done its job, this really does sort of make a difference. So all the way just round where those papers are.
And it's those little things that just take your product to the next level. The project's going to be that more professional.
It is. It's just those little finishing bits there, you know. And again, if you've got any bits that are sort of overlapping, this just sands it off. If you haven't got a sanding block, just a piece of sanding paper wrapped around something will work. This is literally what that is anyway. Or, as I say, you can get these in lots of different sizes, do exactly the same job. So, as I say, I tend to buy these from one of our local shops and just packs of however many, 10, 12 there are in it, I think, and I just keep those handy. So I just find the larger one a bit easier to work with. But again, you know, I said to my husband, I need some sanding paper, love. And off he goes out to the man cave outside and comes in, bless him. What grade of sandpaper would you like, dear, is the answer. No, I don't know, as long as it does the job.
Well, it depends.
So he'll come in and he'll have got fine sandpaper, he'll have got medium sandpaper, heavy, and I'm like, oh, good grief. I just want something to rub the edge of my MDF with. Different
sandpapers, you know. You know, I've got a feeling if you talk to him about different kinds of cardstock and paper, he'd be like, well, can you imagine him doing this show? It'd be like, well, these are the sandpapers I've got. And Jan, I'll ask her to go to the cave upstairs and she'll come back with paper and GSMs and everything.
Yeah, it's all the same, isn't it?
There's only half an hour left of this blinking show, can you believe it or not? We've got all sorts to do in this time. We've got to do demo of the show, demo of the day.
Oh my goodness. Well, we might not get this done. I wasn't aiming to finish it. I wanted, the two of the main things was to show you was how to put the papers on, how to do the paint. And then what I like to do is take my ink pads. Where you've done that sanding, it exposes the fibres in the paper. It takes the inks beautifully. So again, just round the edges of it. And I am aware that we've only done part of this. I'll show you what I would do with the other end. So again, you know, just to add that little bit of ink. And it's amazing. It doesn't show up a lot, but it just, I love inking the edges of things. I think it just gives them that finishing touch. Yeah. And again, just taking it, you can use your sponge applicators if you wish, but I just tend to go straight from the ink pad. Now that bit, I can see that, I don't know whether you guys can see that or not, there's a little bit of paper here that's overlapped the edge. Again, if you just take this to it, it'll sand that away, rather than trying to cut it so close to the edge of the MDF. It just sands it away beautifully. So again, just to add that little bit. As I say, it's not a lot of detail. It's just a finishing touch again that sort of make that sort of professional finish. And then what I would do with these is we talked about sort of colour blocking the paper. All that means is literally fill in the gap now with the other paper. So I'd do exactly the same process as what we've just done. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to do it because it's going to take up time, but basically just get the glue out and stick these. I'll probably cut the strip of paper so that I'm working with a smaller piece. Stick those on, possibly overlap it a tiny fraction so that you don't have to worry about whether it's straight, whether it's going to match. Just to overlap it. And then if you wanted to disguise that overlap there, you can then add something else to it. So it might be a little bit of lace, it might be another piece of paper to make it look as if that's how you intended to do it. So I'm not going to actually cut into that piece at the moment, you get the idea. But then what I wanted to show you was just simply how we would put this together. So again, decide which is going to be the inside. And what I would do is probably put a piece of paper inside here. Again, it's slightly wider than the paper, so I'd probably just spin a piece round for the inside to put in there. But just to show you the idea of it, I would normally work with my tacky glue. And again, where you've got what I call a tab, I tend to just run a little bit of glue along the tab there. And again, this piece along the bottom is going to meet the edge of that one. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm just going to run a little bit of glue across here and then literally pop that one together. Okay?
Easy as that.
And then it's just a case of holding it in place for a second or two until that glue grabs. Now, just looking at the way they fit together, actually, that doesn't come quite as far down as I thought it did. So I'm just going to grab a white there. There's a little gap underneath, so I didn't actually need the glue at the bottom there.
But it's so easy to get rid of it.
Just take that out, with the wipe. It's not done it any damage. Okay, and then once that's started to take, You can see there that we've got some movement with it there. And then I'm going to do the same at the other end. So again, we'll just pop that one back up for a second. So again, I'm going to pop glue on here, and we're going to pop that other piece on as well. So again, just, whoops, there we go. So again, just keep those in place and just hold them until that glue, the tacky glue, just takes a minute or two to grab, hence the name of it, sort of becoming tacky and doing its job. But once it's started to grab, you'll see what I mean. And then obviously, whoops, it's gonna take even better when we get these side pieces on. So again, you know, I've not covered all these. You would decide, are you gonna, I think I'm going to paint all the way around the bottom and then have the papers on the side. So literally, again, I've got tabs that are going to come through the gap. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tabs here. And also this one's going to meet with that first one on this side. So that one's going to slot on. All right, and this is going to give it a bit more stability now. And then I'm going to flip it over, okay, and do the same with this one. So again, just put glue on the top of those tabs because that's the bit that's going to meet the piece that we're going to stick on here. Okay. So again, this one's going to click on, and just look how easy they click together. Yeah, and you've got the base there, and then I would leave this now to dry. So this would be the point where I'd go off and make a drink, perhaps nip to the loo, whatever, while it's drying, or start, you know, filling the panels in with the papers and things like that. And make sure you don't want to be working on this until it's dried. But then you can see how these are just going to slot. And again, because we've got that paper in here, even though that's covered the slot, it's still going to work because it's come flush with the paper. Do you see what I mean? And then what I do, I think I'd probably alternate these so that I've got the colour blocks at different ends. So again, I would add the glue just the same as we had done at the base, but you can see how this is building up, the same at the other side. All right, and then when it's done, you've got the curved piece here. And again, I would probably paint this to match the rest of it, but that's going to fit in. And you can see we've got the basis of it there. I've got a lot of it still loose, and a lot of it obviously I've not got the bits done. But you can see if I stand this now, yeah, you can see there how it's actually coming together. So a little bit more time spent on finishing the papers, finishing the painting, whatever you wanted to do. And again, building up the back to match the front. You've got that gorgeous, that gorgeous little caddy there. You know, the next question is what you're going to keep in your caddy? What are you going to pop in there? There's a multitude of things that you could keep in there, and it's all ready to pick up and take wherever you want to use it. So again, brilliant idea.
Cake. I'd keep cake in my caddy.
Cake.
It could be a cake
Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong. Carol, what have you done with your craft caddy? What are you going to put in your craft caddy? Oh, I love it. Oh.
Look at this.
We've just painted this one.
Yeah.
So just painted it in white and then just added some of the flowers along there. But I was just thinking you could put chocolate in here for Christmas, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And wrap it up, you know, like a selection box, put in a basket.
Yeah.
Easter eggs at Easter.
I couldn't see the S.
Easter,
I was like,
going on a little Easter egg hunt, something like that. Yeah.
I was like, what's a craft tash? I thought, oh, that's nice. In celebration for Craig, I thought it was a craft tash. It's the S. I need new glasses. I'm telling you now, I need new glasses. I thought, what's a craft tash?
A craft tash.
Oh, bless you. I love it. I love that.
The colour on that one. That looks really nice.
Yeah, it's just the plain white and the pink.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can do whatever you want. Put your papers on, same as you have, Jan.
Yeah.
Paint it. You know, MDF takes anything, really, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's really, really versatile. Yeah. They're absolutely fabulous, Carol.
It really is. And talking of beautiful things, can we see your dog?
Oh, yeah.
This is gone camera shy. Hang on, this is exciting.
Rosie.
Where's the... Rosie's here.
Rosie.
Rosie.
Rosie. Rosie, come on.
Don't let us down now, Rosie. This is...
Oh, it's Alfie.
Alfie. How many is there?
Oh,
there's two dogs. Oh,
Alfie.
this is so many dogs.
They've gone out now.
No, of course not. Well, listen, Carol, I've got you even something even better. The bird cage. Oh, I saw a tail. There it is.
Oh, bless.
Hello, that is gorgeous. Well, talking of, listen, I've got something else which is going to bring a smile to your face. The bird cage has now sold out. It's sold out. Right, get ready, get ready. Beautiful. It is sold out. Carol, it's been another fantastic show. It always is with Dreamies. Are we going to see you again this year, or is this I
would hope so. I would hope so, yes.
Fingers crossed. Well, I probably won't see you now until after Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas.
And you.
It's got to that point in the year where you start wishing Merry Christmas to people, isn't it? Wow, it's scary.
Have a fabulous pantomime as well, then.
Oh, thank you. I will do.
You won't.
Oh, yes.
No, you won't.
Stop it. If I had a pound, I'd be the richest man in the world. Carol, it's been an absolute pleasure. You take care. I'll see you soon. Goodbye for now, Carol.
Bye.
Bye. And remember, if you want to keep up with all the Dreamies stuff, head to Facebook, find the Dreamies catchers, and you'll find out all the different information about the wonderful things that Dreamies have got lined up. Guys, there's less than just under 15 minutes left on the show. We've got so much to get through in the next 15 minutes. Plus, we're going to take a look at some of your creations that you made in Craft Along with Jan and Ben. That was a little bit earlier today. We need a break. I'll see you on the other side of this. Take care.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend. They're plastic shims sized to work with a whole range of Gemini machines. We have some awesome deals going, so visit Crafters Companion website and find out more.
Welcome back to the Craft House here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid. Happy Saturday wherever you are in the world. We are approaching the end of a brilliant day here on Crafters TV and a brilliant Dreamies show. As always, things have flown off the shelves. They've sold out. Guys, if you want to see what's left, there's not much. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk. I've got this. That's all I can offer you now is a caddy. You want it? You can have it. That's all I can give you right now, guys. That is it, all right? But let's take a look at what you may have missed out on, actually. Even that's limited stock, guys. So let's have a look at what you could have had. Let's take a look at what you could have won with our demo of the show. Let's take a look, Jan. What have we got?
Right, so the two that we've sort of mainly worked on, I'm just going to slide them across because neither of them are totally finished. So I'm just going to bring them across here in front of me. So we started out with the little sweet cart here at the top. All right, and as I say, none of it's actually totally fixed together, so I'm just going to leave it stood in front of me there. So this was number one,
yeah.
And then number two was that beautiful bird cage with the flowers and the scrolls in there. So just a one or a two, because obviously the caddy's not finished. So,
absolutely.
We'll go with those two, I think, tonight.
Absolutely, a few minutes on them. If you're looking at them and going, oh, I'd like that, they've sold out, guys, you've missed it. You were too busy watching something with Sarah on. What are you doing? You know where the fun is. It's always here. Don't be watching that. Now, remember, you can always get social with us here on Crafters TV, like you have been doing throughout the day. Remember, on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. And some of you guys were emailing your pictures in earlier today from the craft along with Jan and Ben with that wonderful masquerade collection. I loved it. Let's take a look at this. We're starting off with Barbara, what she made, her beautiful set there. That is beautiful there. I love that.
Honestly, I love, this is the bit that I get the reward. It's like, I love the teaching aspect of it, but that people have been able to follow it, and they've chosen, you know, different collections. If they've not had the masquerade, it works with any of the collections. So yeah, absolutely beautiful there.
Good. Let's have a look at our next one. We've got loads. That's the other side of with Barbara.
Yeah, they're turning it round. Gorgeous pictures in there, yeah.
Gorgeous. So let's look at Pam Evans here. This is brilliant.
Pam.
So many different angles.
Again, look at that with the blues in it. That looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. This from Rwanda, I mean, this is stunning. I love this.
With the peacock feathers in there. Yeah, absolutely stunning. But doesn't it work well with any of those collections?
Absolutely.
And this is what I mean. It looks like a different project each time.
Yeah, and then another one here from Rwanda. I love this.
I think that's going to be another side of it, because it's still got that same colour theme, hasn't it there? Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for sharing them, guys.
So much love. Remember, guys, always share it in. Email us, studios@crafterscompanion.com, I want to say, or .co.uk. We'll find it, send it in. We'd love to see it. Even if you've done something with your caddies, or share it to Jan's Facebook or mine, we'd love to see it. Let's take a look again at the wonderful paper pads that Dreamies have brought out today. Again, there's 4 different sets here, 4 different collections, all at that incredible price of £8.99 and $13.49. You're getting 48 sheets of paper, 8x8, it's 120 GSM, and each set is double-sided with 8 different designs. Again, you see the great wad that you're getting here. The paper pads, it's always a great idea to stock up on these paper pads. Order a few because they are brilliant, and you're going to want to use every inch of these papers. You don't want anything to go to waste. And as you can see, there's different designs, different collections every single time. First of all, you're starting there with that beautiful watercolour. Then you've got the polka dots. Again, with the borders here, I like they're like blue poppies. And then again, with this on the other side. Plus, it is double-sided, remember. You've got the stripes there, and then you've also got this wonderful collection here with all those there. Then this, again, mixing in more different designs. Similar, but everyone is different. That is there, the blossoming blues. Then we're going for the next colour. We've got our wonderful rose garden. We love a rose here. This is great. Again, 120 GSM, 48 sheets of paper, 8x8, a great collection, double-sided as always there. Starting off with that colour, then you're into the polka dot, then you're into even more roses, and then you're finishing it off with this great little abstract kind of design there. And then if you flip this round, again, it's even more mirroring it every single time to give you something which is so unique and so different. You're getting so much for your money here. I think this one here, when I can eventually get it up, is my favourite. I think it just looks brilliant, the gold little specks in it every single time. That's the rose garden. And then, again, the lemon sherbet. No, not lemon sherbet, George. Lemon sorbet. I've got lemon...
I think we should rename that one.
Lemon sherbet. Carol, next one, come on, crack on.
George Akid special, lemon sherbet.
I've not been here for 2 months. Right, the lemon sherbet. No, sorbet, for crying out loud. I want mine, but it's there on the TV in front of me, and it's there, plain as day.
Oh dear, what is it?
Lemon, no, just lemons. It's the lemons.
Just lemon.
It's lemon sherbets.
Oh
right.
Dear.
What we? This. Right. So lemon sorbet. Yes, got it right.
Yes, it did.
That's it. I'm going home. Good night. Right. I'm not going to peek too soon. There we are with our wonderful lemons. Again, different elements, different designs every single time. Again with the stripes there, and with that beautiful abstract finish on the end. Flip it round. You've got even more lemons. When life gives you lemons,
make some lemonade.
There you are. Is that the saying? Is it? I've only been here 2 hours. I'm shattered. Then the polka dots, and then again...
Polka dot circus.
And even more lemons.
Sorry.
Right. Oh, we've lost it. Tracy's just looking at us like we've lost it. And then finish it off with the Just Rose. Again, she's looking at me through the window like an aquarium. There we are again with even more roses. I mean... Again, it's a great collection.
I just love that watercolour look to it, isn't it?
Which one's your favourite, Jan?
It has to be the pink, George, every time.
Absolutely.
Every time. Anything in pink's got my vote. I love that big.
You were saying you could put that in a frame,
Absolutely love that. I'm going to do that in a frame, yeah. I love it. I think it's
so
gorgeous.
simple. And that, again, you can have these all matching within the house. And people will never know that you got it from these wonderful Dreamies paper sets. They'll be like thinking where you got it. They're all priced £8.99, $13.49, and that incredible platinum price as well. Remember, double points on everything until midnight tomorrow. So if you're wanting things and they're in your basket, check out. Things are selling out. We've got a demo of the show. We're going to go with demo number 1, the sweet cart.
The little sweet cart, yes. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks, guys. I'm just gonna. I don't know how we dare move it.
So
I'll bring this one to the front, and I'm going to.
I
shuffle
thought you were
this one
passing
back
wind.
Because they're not totally stuck together, guys. So I'll push that one over there.
So we've got our demonstrations from the day. So we've got this from this morning in Playcrafts, right? This is number 1. There it is, this wonderful card. Jan, tell us about this one. The one you made this morning in Playcrafts, right? What's this one?
Yep, that was the papers that we've just had on there,
yes. Very nice.
Very inventive with the papers.
I can see. That's number 1. Then number 2 will be your craft along, which you've been showing pictures, the masquerade.
Here we go, look. That was craft along this morning there with the star book.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yep. And our Ben made one of these as well.
He did. He went away so happy.
He was.
And as well, that's number 2. And number 3 is the sweet cart.
Sweet carts.
2 minutes for that. Right, let's take a look at our Get It, Got It Good deal that we've got for you. Every single week, we bring you a brand new deal. And this is no different. Let's take a look at our Get It, Got It Good deal. Yes, it is our Spectrum Noir collection, a great addition to any crafter. You need the Spectrum Noir collection. It is, you're getting the 4 different packs. You're getting the bright markers, you're getting the jewels, the pastels, and the essentials, acrylic paint markers. The price works out that you're getting one of the sets for free at $23.97, $29.85. And you've just seen there what you can use it on, whether it be on jeans, whether it be on wood, paper, whatever you want, acrylic paint. And we also launched our Spectrum Noir website the other day. Take a look at it, spectrumnoir.com, and you can see the full range of the Spectrum Noir collection, including all the different colours as well within the Spectrum Noir family. You've got until tomorrow to get that great deal, and then on Monday we're bringing you a brand new Get It, Got It Good deal. But you've seen us today using all the wonderful glues. There's so many different glues that we have here at Crafters Companion. Everyone is different and everyone has a different paper. Let's have a look at here at what we've got. So what you're going to be getting here is these brilliant glues for you. Let's take a look at what you're getting in this collection. You're getting 2 of each. So Jan, talk us, what glues have we got here within this set here?
Caps then is the all-purpose glue, so that's what I was using on the MDF. It pretty much sticks anything to anything. The only thing that I wouldn't use it on is anything that's got a shiny surface, George. So things like the mirror card, because it's a solvent base, if you sometimes get it on those shiny surfaces, it does damage the surface. But yeah, clear glue, solvent based, it's brilliant for anything that's paper to paper, paper to cardstock. It sort of alleviates that ruttling that you sometimes get with a PVA based glue that's water based. So yeah, my go-to for sticking papers and cardstock together.
Perfect. Absolutely. And then the one next to that in the blue lid, what's this one?
So again, this is Kalal again, but this is a tacky glue. So this is a PVA one, which is a water-based glue. So top tip with that is always give the bottle a shake before you use it so that you're getting the glue rather than that watery element. Yeah. But again, this one's great for sticking pretty much any kind of embellishment. You know, so even if you've got metal embellishments or wooden embellishments, the tacky glue will work. Best tip I can give you with this one is it gets its name from the fact that once you've applied it, like you have done there, George, leave it for sort of 30 seconds or so and it will go tacky, which is where it gets its name from. And that's the optimum sort of sticking part. So not using it literally straight away, just letting it go tacky, and then you'll get that lovely stick. So as I say, if you're wanting to stick flowers onto something, if you're wanting to stick metal embellishments, wooden embellishments, anything like that, tacky glue will do that job for you perfectly.
Beautiful. I can see that there already again, that little bit of tackiness, and that's only 20 seconds. ends.
Yeah.
And then last but not least in this collection, it's the what we call chunky glue, but it's actually our...
It's 3D cloud glue.
3D cloud glue.
So again, this one holds its shape, so perfect for decoupaging and things like that. So if you're wanting to build up layers and get some height, this is an alternative to foam pads. It's a clear gel and it dries with that shape. So if you put a blob of it out on there, George, it will stay in that shape. So again, it takes about, I would say, 30 to 40 minutes to what I call go off.
Yeah.
But if you're going to send a card out through the mail, I would be leaving it overnight to dry. And then once it's dried, it's literally going to stay in place and hold your projects where you want them, yeah.
Perfect. It's a great deal, and you're getting it there at £20, $35. That's so good, isn't it? I'm like, ooh, it's beautiful. And the tacky glue, so tacky. I'm just having fun playing. Again, that incredible essential 6-piece glue collection, priced at £20, $35, saving yourself over 20%. And we've got a winner for demo of the day. What are you going for? Jan, what are you thinking?
I wouldn't like to guess, to be honest. I think probably the little sweet cart.
I'd love to say you're right. You're wrong. It's your craft along.
Really?
The craft along was the winner.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Scott. Oh, that saves how I'm going to get this from there to there without it falling to bits.
I don't think we've got room on the shelf.
So the Starbuck, yeah, fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. It has been a brilliant day, and what a great day to come back on here at Crafters TV. It has been an amazing day with the Dreamies. Jan, you're back on Monday.
I am back on Monday. I've got a brand new launch on Monday, so yeah, got some more up my sleeve. So I'll just say sentiments to you guys. That's as far as I'm willing to go, yeah? So I'm off back tonight, got a bit more prep to do tomorrow, and then I'm here all day Monday, so I've got all 3 shows on Monday, including Monday Makers at the end of the day, yeah. So I'll see you then.
Sorry, I'm having a mare. I don't know why I thought putting glue on the card was bad. I just looked, oh, it's all on my phone and everything. Right, so I'm going to be back with you on Wednesday for 2 great shows, joining you at 3 o'clock here in the UK and 7 p.m. in the UK times. Times are all going back to what they were. Don't worry any longer. I don't know what's happening. Apparently, we've had a word and they're sorting it out for us. Becky's going to be here tomorrow with our wonderful Bernie for the Softer Side Live. That's 12 p.m. here in the UK time. At what time? Oh, it'll be normal time, 7 a.m. East Coast time. We're back to normal. Apparently, I was getting really worried about it. We're fine. Thank you so much for joining us Thank you so much for your lovely comments. I'll be back here on Wednesday with you. In the meantime, check out your baskets, and remember, a lot of the stuff that you've seen in the show has sold out today. Really sorry if you've missed it, but next time, make sure you're a bit faster on the pulse. Remember, check out your baskets, crafterscompany.co.uk.com.eu, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Goodbye for now.